The movie of the week.
For the movie of the week. Tonight on the movie of the week.
So how long were you out there for?
I lost track of the time.
Did you get bit?
This planet we're on is so sick of our shit. That's why the dead keep coming back to life.
You're immune. I'm not. What if my baby isn't either?
Run!
It's bad.
Ninagasi.
I heard that you could cure bites here.
Ain't nobody immune here but us.
One of them could come in here and infect this entire camp.
Behind you.
You wanna live?
Who says we're immune?
Dukja uksid hamo. Awenda sui lexiko.
Movie of the week, Blood Quantum, from 2019. Yeti chose this movie from director Jeff Barnaby, also the writer of Blood Quantum.
Yeah, I chose this just because it was because it looked like I saw the trailer, I saw the cast. It was a largely indigenous cast. I actually I follow some indigenous like hip hop artists and stuff. Like big shout out to Dreesus Music and fucking Superman, and like they name dropped it. And they were like, man, we just saw this. It's fucking amazing, you know. It's so good to see, you know, the representation and stuff. So that kind of made me want to see it. And then the trailer was just fucking dope. So so it's about the Red Crow Reservation, Micmac tribe. They're immune to a zombie outbreak. Well, all these the white townies start turning into zombies, and they have to like fortify their ground and try to kind of make decisions between putting up a wall and keeping people out, or being good Samaritans and trying to save the people, you know, the white people.
Yeah. Let's start off what everyone thought about it. How about that? Jim, what did you think about this movie?
Yeah. I thought it was really well made. Great gore. A lot of good gore.
Fuck.
Great gore.
You know, it's probably going to ruin for somebody, but a dude gets his fucking dick bit off. So, it's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was rad.
He was a sleazebag anyways.
Yeah. That dude was a fucking piece of shit. I loved it. I thought it was great. It was...
There's actually no nitpick of the week for me for this movie, so...
Holy shit, now that's saying something.
Yeah, I loved it. I liked it so much that right after I was done watching it, I watched his very first feature length, The Rhymes for Young Ghouls, and I really dug that one a lot. So it's on Amazon Prime for free if you have the membership, so I strongly recommend watching that one as well, if you like this. Really good. And my favorite gore scene, I love it when he tosses the zombie out the window and he's hanging by his intestines. And he said they did that They said they had to do that scene over and over and over. He had to keep jumping out the window, the stuntman. It took them, I forget how many hours. I wrote it down somewhere. It was an insane amount of hours to do that one scene.
I thought the acting was good. The effects were good, but I didn't care for it. To me, this film, and 3 out of 4, not everyone's going to like the movie. The representation was great, but the idea wasn't original to me, because World War Z did the same thing, where certain population couldn't catch the virus to become a zombie, but I don't know. But that was just me. Maybe it was the mood that I was in when I was watching the film. But like I say, for every film, form your own opinion on it. You know?
Well, I think it helps to have a little bit of like knowledge behind it too, and I think that's what he was worried about, was something he's like, I got to throw in your face, because I feel like a lot of people don't even know their own history, and he's referring basically to white people.
Yeah.
So the point, I think, was in a lot of ways is that this movie was about the trauma and the grief, and not a single person, but the history of that anger and everything. And then it's not about the zombies so much. It's, once again, the white man and assimilating. That's the fears in the white man, being overtaken by that. And the fish, how and that being where it all started, and tying it in with the drawings too, I thought was really cool. I like the little where the earth impregnates the female and poisons the earth, and I thought that was really cool, the symbolism there.
Yeah, those little cutaways were really cool.
Yeah.
I think my favorite gore scene was the chainsaw to the head.
Yeah.
That was really
that was fucking rad. That character was just so cool. It was just so few words, 90% of his dialogue was in fucking it was in his native tongue. Mm-hmm. And he was just there to fuck shit up. It was, like that little group of, that's another thing I liked about this, is it kind of reminded me of movies like, it had kind of a feel in the beginning, especially like the first act kind of felt a little bit like Smoke Signals or like Dance Me Outside, because you have this dynamic of just tribal life, like res life, and you have this, and you're just kind of brought into this community, and you see how they interact and how different things are for them in their world, and how they interact with the townies and shit, like the white town that butts up against the reservation and stuff. So you really get that, and then after you're kind of in this community, then you start to care, and then it brings in more and more and more.
Months. So like the first half is 6 months before all hell breaks loose.
Right.
And I know I always bring this up, but Jeff Barnaby also did the composition and the score, and some of it was done live, like while they were filming and everything. And I loved the tone of it. I liked it. It was just kind of eerie but yet kind of tribal in certain parts. It was just a nice backdrop to setting the mood. But I did too. I love that first half, really getting to know. I liked the relationship. I loved the father of the chief, of the police chief and everything, and kind of seeing what's going on and trying to understand the characters at first, and why is Lysol so angry and so.
To me, and I know what y'all are saying about what he wanted out of the film, but I've seen all of it before. Like the relationship between the tribe and the town folk, I've seen it in movies. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing original to me. And honestly, I think I watched part of this movie and I don't remember. Because I was watching this movie and I'm like, have I not fucking seen this? because like I was just constantly having the feeling that I had watched this before. And I don't know why, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I feel like I've seen this part. Like, I feel like I've seen this part. And maybe I turned on Shudder and it was on and I watched part of it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I caught bits and pieces of it.
I'm starting to wonder because the past couple of movies you said that about.
Well, and it's just, I don't know. Like, to me, the story just didn't enthrall me personally.
Yeah.
Because like I've seen it before, you know, especially like movies with Native Americans and all that, where they have shitty relationships with the town folk. That's automatic.
Oh yeah.
That is fucking automatic. But now, it's not like I hated the movie. You know, I'm not gonna say I hated it. It's a good movie, but it didn't. The story to me didn't capture. You know, didn't get inside me. Be like, yeah, this is a really good movie. You know what I mean? Because it kind of drug out. I think it lasted a little bit too long.
Yeah, there was times that it could have been shorter. You know, some things could have been cut.
When I seen that it was an hour and a half long, I was like, okay, you know, we'll watch it. No big deal. You know, I'm down.
It felt longer.
Yeah, and it was kind of like you could have like cut back some stuff. And the grandfather, his grandfather in this movie, he's a badass.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah,
awesome.
dude!
I love
that dude. I loved his character.
You don't have to reload a sword.
Yeah, and I really like the characters, but just the story itself altogether just kind of was like,
yeah.
And we'll just get into it. The white people. You know, you always have the group of people that bring in the wrong stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they brought the bad people in. Well, but we've seen that in movies. You know what I'm saying? Like where you got the one stupid naive person that brings in, which they happen to be the
facts.
And it just so happened to be the I can't think of any other names. The cop's son. You know, the pregnant
Joseph.
girl that was Joseph's girlfriend that's pregnant, who happens to be white. Her dumb ass brings everybody in.
Yeah.
You know, but Lysol ultimately just releases them on them. He got pissed when he got his dick bit off. He lost his manhood. You know what I'm saying? And he blamed everything on the white people, which is true. They fucked everything up.
Well,
yeah, I mean, yeah, they did. Lysol's very angry.
He's very angry. I mean, you know, there's something that went on with his mom that we don't know about from an early age. And I think he's just encompassing all the anger. It's not just about him. I think it's just he represents the anger in Indians.
Even when he got arrested, you heard his story, right? You know why he got arrested?
Yeah.
Yes, that was so funny.
That was funny. Like,
you know,
because it's like, and to me, it's like, well, they arrested him because he was native and he had blood on his face. Well, hell, he got the blood on his face.
He wasn't fighting.
No, he wasn't fighting. Well, he wasn't fighting with a person, you know, like fist fighting.
Yeah.
But
so
yeah,
when you
I don't
be
know.
my age, you done it on accident 100 times.
Yeah, but it, like I say, the characters and everything were great in the movie.
Oh man, the characters. Yeah, the story was kind of. I mean, I dug it because of like the subtext, but
yeah,
the characters for me was where it's at.
If there was like something that I could have read before, you know what I'm saying, to get into the mood, I guess, better, which I shouldn't have to, though, for a film, you know what I'm saying? There shouldn't be a precursor for you to ramp up to a film.
Well, no, it's kind of a, I mean, you know, your subtext is it's just history, you know, for me, you know, personally, because, you know, you have these white people that come in and fucking bring diseases. You know?
Oh yeah.
This fucking everybody dies. You know, so I mean.
Well, I definitely think the story, his first movie, the Rhymes for Young Ghouls, is really good. I think it's a little bit tighter. And it hits
that film and then moved on to this one. You know what I'm saying? To get a feel for who he is.
Well, I think what I like about it is he sticks with, you know how I said I like the first half of the movie the best? I feel like he really sticks to that. And the lead character is a female, and she's amazing in it. And just love her. And you see the shit she takes, and she can take it and she can give it back. And it's really, it's just a neat character. And they have such a strong female too, and really hold things together. And she's real smart, and it's just a really good movie. I liked it. Side note, I know that's off topic a little, but
no.
I think with this movie, my favorite scene was toward the end, and spoilers, of course, like every other week. Toward the end, where they're all gonna escape because shit's really hit the fan, and the fucking zombies have overrun the community, and they're gonna get on this boat and go off, and then they all get on the boat except for the grandpa. He's like, I'm not leaving this land again. And he's just him and his fucking katana and like a horde of zombies. And it's just, and then that fucking music hits with that big spirit singing and the drums, and he's just chopping motherfucker. Oh, god damn it, that went so hard. I mean, that was one of the coolest scenes in a movie I've seen in a long time. Just from every aspect, everything really came together and locked right there in that scene. It was so fucking good. I also really liked the ending. It was kind of bleak and kind of abrupt.
Yeah.
But I liked it.
Yeah.
I like how it ended.
Yeah, I was fine with the ending, to end it that way, because I mean, like, it's kind of sad, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole, life has been hard. Like, now that you say it, if you take into account the effects that has been done to them, life's been hard, and that's how they've always lived, making tough decisions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it all kind of ends with Joseph being able to like lean on his mom too. Mm-hmm. That's a big thing. You've seen a lot of literature, you've seen a lot of life in indigenous communities. It's fucking a lot of times when Indian dads go away, they don't come back. They fucking they disappear, and it's just your mother. And I mean, on a lot of levels, like your blood quantum is traced through your maternal line, because you're connected there, and and there's such a emphasis on strong women in these communities. So I think that really added to the ending there. Personally.
Well, just as a side note, I just thought this was kind of interesting. I was trying to find it real fast so I could get it exactly. But that where towards the end, the church and that whole scene with the graveyard and stuff, they went to that church. That's on their land. They went to that church and wanted permission. They said no. So they went to the archdiocese, who gave them permission, and then said, but you are not to go on the cemetery. And they just were like, fuck you. And then, you see it. They film all over that place. So I thought that was kind of cool.
That's pretty rad.
But even now, I mean, look at, you can't go on your land,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
It is fucked up. Very fucked up. So Blood Quantum, go check it out. It's on Shudder. Let us know what you think.
Go check it out on Shudder. It's fucking, Shudder's still like $5 if you don't have it yet. It's well worth it. There's plenty of good shit on there. Blood Quantum, to me, even if you just want a fucking zombie movie that's a little bit different than your run-of-the-mill zombie movie, that'll tick that box for you. There's plenty of gore. There's a little bit of humor, and I mean, if you are an Indian, go check it out. I mean, if you're kind of into the culture or whatever, you can give it a shot. And while you're at it, go watch Smoke Signals.